Alright, day 2, part 2. We are leaving the Commerce. Herbs and Rye is still walking right next to me. I told you, picking up right after. It was like 10 seconds ago. I filmed the last Commerce scene in yesterday's video. Link at the top if you missed it. We are going to Lucky Lady. Thing is, it might not be a ton of stuff that's happening there. It was a suggestion from Walker, who I met in Planet Hollywood. It's kind of on the way to where we're going. Oh, and I guess you saw if you watched yesterday's video, it's kind of on the way a little bit to Texas State Brazil in Irvine. That's where we're going for dinner.
It's not on the way.
They're both south of here. Kind of. So Herbs and Rye tells me there is one no limit game going right now, and there is one 4-8 Big O game going. He'll have to remind me how Big O works on the drive there. I'll play whatever. It's not like our lives are gonna be massively different if we stayed in Commerce and played for another 2 hours. So we're gonna go to Lucky Lady. If we get a seat, awesome. If not, at least we're in there. I can pick up a couple chips for people who like when I pick up chips for them in places they've never been before. So we're gonna do that, and at the very least, I'll get you some pictures and other stuff like that from Lucky Lady. It is in Gardena, California. I remember the city, gotta look up the address.
Well, like a lot of drives in California, it wasn't bad till you get really close, and then it takes forever. So we're in gridlock here. 3 lanes are turning into 1, but we do have this nice shot of the Lucky Lady live stream billboard. Herbs and Rye says that guy's name is Billy. Probably tough to see with the lighting, but yeah, we're getting close. We've been like a minute away for like 10 minutes or so.
Alright, first walked into the Lucky Lady poker room. You walk into the building, to the back, slightly to the left. I was sitting on this table while I was waiting for a seat. Didn't have to wait long. We got there, 3 tables were going. So that was just a view of the room. Chairs, I mean, this one's a little worn, but they were fairly new, and they were very comfortable chairs. Also, didn't know this is a $1 chip game, a blue chip game. No one on the table has $5 chips. You play 1-2 no limit. You're used to $5 chips being the common chips. No, $1 chips everywhere. I had never done that. I knew games like this existed in some places, had never actually played it. So that's Herbs and Rye to my right. That's me there, my stack in the middle. All $1 chips. It was $2 blinds, 200 maximum buy-in. Then to my left, that kind of looks, I think it's more of a feature table. If there's a high stakes game that goes, it goes there. It's not the live stream table. They do have a live stream game sometimes. It's actually what's on the monitor, that TV on the top left. But if I turned in my chair more counterclockwise, more to my left, then I see through this window into this sealed off room where they do have that live stream game with the you know, the sound and the audio and all the technical equipment set up. So that was going on. Well, it wasn't going on, but we could see the setups, is what I'm telling you. And just wanted to point out the biggest hand. One seat had top 2 pair. That board is 10-2-9-7 on the turn. The one seat had 10-9 top 2 pair. The 5 seat, who was a ton of fun and very talkative and playing a ton of hands, had bottom 2 pair, 7 deuce. And for some reason he called for a king on the river when they got all in on the turn. I don't know if he was trying to make the other guy think he had a straight draw, or if he was just like calling for a specific brick. He thought he was ahead, and I don't know. But he needed a boat, and he rivered it. He rivered 2s full of 7s, and I think that was the second biggest hand we saw at the table. Alright, that was interesting. Oh, yeah, didn't know. Hope you enjoyed the pictures. Didn't know it was going to be a place where only $1 chips play. What's the other one near? Not that crazy far from you where they do that?
Morongo's 1-2.
Yeah, Morongo does that at 1-2, which I once went there while I was also on the 1-3 list. Before I played a hand, I got called for 1-3, but I was the only one at the table with $5 chips. I didn't know this was a thing. Played a little small because it's all 1s. I feel like if we had $5 chips, even with 200 max buy-in on the 1-2, there would be like bigger bets more often. Weren't many times at all there were bets more than $25 on any street.
Not really.
Like, yeah. But it was a lot of fun.
Besides where that guy went all in and I called him and lost.
Yeah. There was also a 3-bet pre to 40, which was kind of unusual for the table, but it happened. This
King 9 off.
Yeah, oh yeah, it was after a lot of raises to like 6, 7, 8 pre, and then it went like raise 16, 3-bet 40, and then they agreed to check it down, which was happening a lot. And one guy had King 9 off, one guy had Ace Jack off. Didn't expect to see those hands. One guy, when we first got there, he was down to his last 3. He's all in. It's not a rake here, it's a drop. So he was down to his last $3, he's all in. It's a 3-way hand. He wins. He won a 3-way all in, and he had $3 himself and only got pushed a pot of $2 because they take so much for the drop in the promo. He didn't really understand what was happening. He was all in for 3, call, and when he won, he got 2 back. He lost $1 on the hand. It would have been better had he just folded than winning the 3-way hand. Yeah, that guy, he was playing a lot of hands though. He didn't really speak much English, and then he left, and the guy next to him was making the table very fun. And he just left when we did, and he's on a table game. But yeah, so that was interesting. And anything to add?
No.
What was your result?
I lost $61 because the guy somehow picked up aces.
Oh yeah.
I made top pair, and I was never folding.
And he also, on the very last hand, all of us played, he picked up aces also.
Yeah.
He was gone from the table for like 10 minutes, came back, picked up aces. All right, so I lost 61. I lost about the same. I lost 54. Whatever's on the screen is correct. So I gained $10. I think I'm like, what? I was up and then down. I think I'm down like $40, and we have a session tomorrow. So we'll see. We'll see who comes out ahead. We are going to Texas State, Brazil, but you saw that in yesterday's video. I do have something for you in addition to how much fun. Yeah, I wonder. Made me think when Walker suggested this, because it doesn't like. Yeah, you could play here a lot, and you're better than almost everyone who's playing there. Still, with like just the $1 chips and the bets not being big, I don't know that like you would come here like, you know, a lot to put in a lot of volume to like if your goal is making money. But it was a ton of fun playing with the stacks and the $1 chips, and playing with people who want to play in games where you just have only $1 chips, and a lot of bets pre-flop are like $6 to $8. But yeah, Walker also suggested Diamond Gyms. Diamond Gyms, that's what I was talking about. This is hours later. Security was rolling up on us. He had this like really mean look, which I will take over someone who doesn't care if your cars get broken into and just like sits there and falls asleep. But he was giving us some odd looks, so we left. Diamond Gyms, Walker.
Still looking at it.
Walker, he was looking at it. He was really mean mugging us, and I don't even use that term lightly. Walker mentioned Lucky Lady. We went there. Walker also mentioned Diamond Gyms. Doesn't look like I'm going to get to go there on this trip. I looked at the map. I thought I might go there on my way out Saturday. It really adds like 2 hours to the trip just to go in and see the casino, let alone play some hands. So I don't think I'm going to get to Diamond Gyms, although that is another place I haven't been to. Didn't really mention this except on my Patreon page. Trying hard to get to 100 rooms now. A viewer months ago asked me how many rooms I played. I put it in a Q&A video. It was 87 at the time. So yesterday Commerce made 88. Didn't even mention that in the video. Today, well, same day for me, but 2 different videos for you guys. Lucky Lady made 80.
Did you say something? Oh, I'm sorry.
Herbs and Rye ruining my train of thought. Lucky Lady made 89. I don't know, maybe Diamond Gyms will happen 400, maybe not. Do have some others within like a 400-mile radius of Vegas that could get me to like mid-90s. I don't know what number 100 will be, but I'm on a mission now to get to 100. So Lucky Lady made 89, and if I ever have time for another trip out here, Diamond Gyms could get on the list, but it doesn't look like it's going to happen this trip. Anyway, so far this video was just Lucky Lady, but because early in the year Matt from Australia requested all those maps for the road trips, maps coming to you. I'll put everything, not going anywhere new, not going to like another new city tomorrow, although doing something interesting tomorrow, but driving from Vegas to the Lake Elsinore area, and then all the driving that happened today to Commerce, to Lucky Lady, to Texas State, Brazil, where I'm standing right now, back to Lake Elsinore, back to Vegas. I will show you everything on the maps. I know a lot of people, especially not from the US, like the maps. Here are the maps.
And remember, rice is a spoon food.